Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And some room to run now.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Henry up the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. We're scoreless after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Henry is not going to go a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Able to get a cover here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. This is never materialized.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away.
And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
taken at about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter 2. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. You see the numbers, all those carries. If you get that many carries in the drive, you better finish it with a touchdown. And he did.
Yeah, and deservedly so, right? Because we've seen times like the Carolina Panthers, sometimes Jonathan Stewart to carry the ball all the way down, and then Cam, he's such a great goal line runner, he'll carry it in. But in this case, though, that didn't happen. The fellow lugging the load, he's the one who got to reap the reward.
Yeah, there was no touchdown vulture here. They begin with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's taken down inside the 30. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Burrow. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 is out of lead the 3rd down.
That was the answer they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Burrow on
third down. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll give Henry another shot. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, as the first half is winding down, and the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
One-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now it's Burrow. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Got an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air on it. Instead, he fired it absolute ball. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That is caught. A strong run. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Burrow looking to pass. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Hurts throw here complete to Kelsey.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
And he's going to be stepped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Got him in. It's Brown. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first and 10, it's Hurts.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's second and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Hurts.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey.
Touchdown, Eagles. Travis Kelce, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And now we should realize they're not doing it. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
And they will take a knee here.
Second and 11.
Inside handoff, Henry. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
What a game.